And later tonight on BBC2, there's a tribute to Louis Armstrong in an anniversary concert featuring the Midnight Follies Orchestra. That's at 11:45 tonight on BBC2.
I see her out in the yard, hanging up her things with a peg in her mouth. Oh, she drives me wild, that woman, when she's got a peg in her mouth.
On BBC1 next Sunday, the start of a new series of Last of the Summer Wine.
It's Venus in wrinkled stockings.
What are you lot doing here?
Run away with me, Nora, and I'll smart myself up.
Suede wellies. I can see it now.
Well, if you'll excuse me for a couple of minutes.
Where are you going?
I'm just going into the kitchen to get my head bashed with a tray.
Oh.
Quiet, that clears your guitar.
The start of a new series of Last of the Summer Wine next Sunday at 7:15 on BBC1.
On BBC2 in a moment, a memorable musical event from Wales, a farewell concert by Sir Geraint Evans. Here on One Now, there's comedy with Les Dawson.
Good evening, and once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our glittering pageant of spectacular entertainment, which is entirely homegrown. We here at the BBC are proud that this show is unashamedly British. The set designed by the finest technicians, the guys on the cameras and the sound, all British, and all working together to bring you a little entertainment. Because as that song implies, there certainly is no business like show business. Next half hour or so, thank you for allowing us in your wonderful homes. Ladies and gentlemen, your host, Les Dawson. Once in a lifetime, a man knows a moment, wonderful moment, when fate takes a hand. This is my moment. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment when the studio springs to life with the birth of a new show. A show that is British. A show that is a kaleidoscope of colour, spectacle, glamour, and music. And the music, as always on this series, is in the capable hands of the celebrated Holloway Chorale. Runaway Chorale, Magic Memories. And more to follow. Since our show last week. Since our show last week, we've had some wonderful letters come in from the press. Some wonderful, absolute shoals of mail have arrived. Yes, that's it. Yes, that's it. From an old lady in Dorking. It reads very simply. Dear sir, I came to see your show. I was part of the studio audience, and you did more for me than any specialist could ever have done. For many years, I've suffered from acute insomnia. My nights in bed were a restless misery. I've attended clinics in Zurich, Bern, and Oldham to no avail. But I was sat in your audience and I watched your show, and quite frankly, I couldn't keep my eyes open for 5 minutes. How nice where you could do somebody a bit of good. Here's one I thought I'd like to read out from the younger element. It's a very terse letter. It said, from a headmaster in Redditch. It said, Dear Mr. Dawson, I brought some of my pupils to see your show last week, and it certainly was an education. Or to put it another way, it certainly taught us all a lesson. And that's what show business is all about. Stop it! Stop it! With you. Now look, cut it out. Stop it. I'll tell you a joke. What's green in the middle and white on the outside? Stop it. A frog butty. Ladies and gentlemen, no show is complete without glamour. And we have it on this show. What can I say is, welcome to La Femme! Thank you, girls. That was stunning. We British are an incredible race. The whole of subsequent entertainment, of course, is based on the British Music Hall. Last week, after we shown the exploits of one of the last living members of the circuit of Music Hall, Zebediah Twine, we received many letters to see him again. And I am very privileged to bring him on again for you. Ladies and gentlemen, that wonderful old music hall act, Zebediah Twine.
Lad was sent to make you feet of flowing with sword. Sword that will go down every glosses to the colonic canal. One mistake on my part, and I'll be fish kebabbed. Okay, Blender, will you go now and get me the sword? Where's the sword? Go get the sword, Blender! Very dangerous trick. You see the sword, which I'm about to plunge down my gullet. Before I do, to prove how very sharp the sword is, I will cut a hair on it. Get me a hair blender. A hair blender. Stupid. Not that kind of bloody hair. Not that kind of a hair. Just a little hair on your head. See this bucket. Would I have a drum roll, please?
This is the part of the show that I always look forward to. It's the part where one meets one's guest star for the evening. Mine's no exception. I've never met her before, but I believe she's a wonderful girl. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Karen Fell. Karen Fell, ladies and gentlemen. Why, you're just a slip of a thing. Tell me, how old are you, love?
13 and a half.
13 and a half, isn't that marvellous? May I just say how welcome you are on this show, my darling. This is too much. I thought I was getting Lisa Minnelli. Instead, I've got this Scottish midget. Look at her. She's still got a teething rash.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Liz. Oh. If only I had known that it was this fat idiot. I can't stand him. I'd sooner have been on Emmerdale Farm.
Sing your song, my precious. She shouldn't take long.
it's us, now it's free. Then most people will turn you away. I don't listen to a word